Hello everyone, welcome to FCA Friday. It is Friday the 13th. Dun dun dun. It's Friday the 13th to May 2016, and today I have a couple announcements, and I also have this, the thing I'm going to talk about on FCA Friday is going to be a rant video, I guess, more or less. I don't have any other way to call it. So first, let's get the announcements out of the way. First off, you may have noticed that Significant Opponents has not been posted. I used to say that it would be up on Wednesdays. That was the intention. But then when I unfortunately lost my job, I do have income coming in. I have unemployment, but it's just enough to pay my bills and have a little left over for bits here and there, like gas and whatever. But I am just in a bit of a mood. So the other thing is, with the job loss, I'm not able to, I wanted to get a ring light and a new camera that was more up to date. I also wanted to get like a new SD card and a tripod, and you need a charge cord and all those additional things that come with a new camera, but I just don't have the funds for that right now. So right now I'm going to continue to film on my Olympus SZ14, SZ14, however you say that. And it's not a bad camera. I just know that there are better cameras that are costly. So that's been put on hold for a while, that and because of scheduling issues, and of course there's a lot of video games on the computer which would be great for Significant Opponents, but because I don't have a tripod and I don't have video capture software, and neither does my significant other, that just becomes a big discombobulational mess. So that's been put on hold because of those complications. The other thing is, I have, in place of that, I have a new mini series that I'm going to call Weekly Wear It, and it's just going to be a month. I think I'm calling it Weekly Wear It or Worn Weekly, but what that's going to comprise of is, I wear the same shirts and jeans almost every day, not the exact same ones, but I have a set of outfits that I just tend to wear, and then then laundry happens and I rewear them, and it just keeps happening over and over. So I have a whole bunch of other clothes, and I want to utilize them and wear them. So what it's going to be is, every day I'm going to take a short video, sort of like a lookbook, if you've seen lookbooks, an outfit of the days, things like that. It's going to kind of combine those. I'm also going to be doing a makeup mini series called, which is a spin on Project 10 Pan, which I called Project Use 10 or Project Use It, where instead of finishing off or just finishing 10 products and not being able to buy more products, it's where I choose 10 products that I have and I just don't use for one reason or another. I save them for special occasions as my personal reason, but whatever your reason is you spent money on these and you see them, they're out, and you're just like, oh, I don't have an occasion to wear that. Well, then why did I buy it when these magical occasions just don't happen? So there's that. There's the announcement part of FCA Friday. The rest of the video is going to be just a rant about jealousy, because in the media, on Twitter, Facebook especially, Tumblr, and all those kind of, Tumblr people. If you're a Tumblr person, we're probably not friends. Just saying. We see a lot of people being jealous, and there's a lot of encouragement to be jealous, and I hate jealousy. It's ugly, and it's disgusting, and you're stupid. if you're a jealous person. Everybody has a little twinge of jealousy. Don't get me wrong, just a little hint of envy. And I don't mean jealous. Let's not confuse jealousy and envy. Jealousy is romantic control desired over your significant other. Envy is coveting what another person has. So everyone's a little envious. I have envy as well. I'm very envious of Fleur de Force, to point it out. However, I am not, when I watch Fleur de Force videos with my significant other, I don't get jealous that he's looking at someone who I consider beautiful. That's not a big deal to me. It's just really disgusting how people, and it's insane. It's pure insanity when you hear some of the way these psychotic people talk, where they're like, I need to know where he is or what she's doing. She can't go anywhere. We can't go out. We can't go to clubs. She can't go out anywhere. Can't go with your friends. I don't care if you were friends with this male or this female for 10 years. Because you're with me now, you can't have any friends. And that's what jealous people evolve to. It might start out okay because, it's the nuance of the relationship. And, people want to feel protected. People want to feel wanted by their partner and stuff like that. But, some people were hurt and are a little bit guarded if they were cheated on, especially in a deeply desired relationship. But that's not an excuse for your psychosis, all right? Your psychotic behavior is not excusable, and I can't deal with it. I absolutely cannot deal with jealousy. It makes me fly off the deep end. You push me into the psychotic darkness of the world when people are jealous. Because first of all, I don't have the energy for that. I don't have any children, so I'm not going to treat my significant other like they're a child. And that's what you're doing. You have to check in with me. If you're not home by this time, or if you're going out with people, you need to tell me who you're with. You need to tell me how long you're going to be gone. You need to be back by this time. I'm just going to come in and make sure. I'm going to drive by your work to make sure you're actually there. That kind of insanity is just that. It's insanity. How do you have the energy for that? I'm jealous of the amount of energy you can comprise to yourself to do that on a regular basis, to do that every minute. People say that I'm naive if I think my significant other's not cheating on me. I think if you're with a person who you honestly think is going to cheat on you every time they're not in your eye socket sight, then maybe that's not a person you should be in a relationship with. In fact, that's just how I think about those psychotic people in general. If you are a psychotic level jealous person, those people, you hear about them, you might be one or with one right now. But they're those people who are like, you can't have friends who are females. You can't have friends who are the opposite or same sex, depending on where you fly. And it's amazing how insecure these people are, because it's so hypocritical, it's so illogical how they have so much confidence in their partner's looks. Like they're so insecure about themselves. They're insecure about their own looks, their own personalities, their own ability in a relationship or in the bedroom. They are so insecure with themselves, but so sure that they have an absolute catch, an amazing person who is just immaculate, and that every single person wants to sleep with their partner. Everyone wants to take your partner away. Gay people are going to turn them gay, straight people are going to turn them straight, or if you're already one or the other, that all those other people in that group are going to try and take them from you. Has it ever occurred to you that we have standards, that the rest of the world has standards that aren't yours? I'm not saying that your significant other is bad or ugly. I'm saying that not everybody else wants them and craves them the way you do. I'm glad that you found somebody worthwhile after you had a bad relationship, but don't blame me. If you have a person in your life and I used to be friends with that person, or I am friends with that person, telling me that I can't see them anymore or that I shouldn't hang out with them because, well, that's what you sound like to me. That's what you sound like. You sound stupid because you are. I don't want your significant other. Your significant other doesn't want me. I think that maybe you should get some self-confidence and think that you're worthwhile and worth trust, because that's what your relationships are lacking. When you're psychotic like that, you don't deserve a relationship. You are not capable of maintaining a healthy relationship. And the sad part is there's usually a psychotically jealous person who was hurt in the past. Don't blame somebody else for the sins of another person or for the crimes of another person. They didn't do anything to you. They're trying to help you. They're in a relationship with you because they like you, not because they... You honestly think that the only reason somebody's in a relationship with you is to cheat on you? Again, if that's your thought process, you shouldn't have relationships. You shouldn't be in monogamous, long-term relationships. That's clearly not your brain setting. Because you lack communication. Just because you text and try and have them check up on you like they're your children doesn't mean that you have good communication skills. That means that you're crazy. And it makes everybody else around them crazy because they can't go out with anybody. No, I can't go to the store with you at 2 p.m. My significant other might think I'm cheating on them. Or no, we can't go to the bar together and have a couple drinks and catch up on our day because my significant other doesn't like that. They think that I'm gonna pick up another chick or pick up another dude or whatever. And it's like, get out of here. You're nuts. You don't deserve a relationship when you're like that. And then there's the person who didn't do anything wrong, who thinks, oh, I really like this person. I'm going to date them, and after they date me, I will gain their trust, and then they will be a happier person. That's what this poor soul thinks. But what really happens is this jealous psychotic person will never be happy. Jealous psychotic people will never, ever, ever be happy in a relationship. Your relationships are all doomed to fail, and it's because of you. And it's not because you're ugly. It's not because of your weight. It's not because of the shows that you like. It's not because of that. It's because of your psychotic part of your personality that becomes so controlling and smothering that people will just want to get away from you. It's kind of like air in a balloon. You can surround it so much, but if you keep squeezing it, it's eventually going to pop and want to get out of there. And that's what happens in those psychotic relationships. Because the psychotic person, it starts off really simple, and this person's like, I just need to gain their trust. So what psychotic person does is say, we'll go with, this is the psychotic female, and this is the innocent male. That's what we're going to go with here. So psychotic female says, and we're going to go with a straight couple because that is my thing. You can insert whatever pronoun suits your needs. This person's over here. You can't have any female friends. All right, I will cancel my female friendships. I have no more female friends. Are you happy? No, I'm not, because your male friends will try to hook you up with other females. All right, I have 0 friends. I can hang out with nobody. There we go. I don't want you to be around your family reunions because they might have people, blah, 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 blah. You can't go to the store by yourself. You can't go anywhere. You have to work from home. You can't work. And then this person, nothing they do will ever satisfy you. And that kind of psychosis is not healthy for either person. This person feels like they're either always walking on eggshells and they become terrified of upsetting this person, especially because sometimes the psychotic person becomes abusive physically and not just emotionally and verbally, but also physically. And so in conclusion, I hate jealous people. If you're a jealous person, it's not cute. You're not being protective. You're disrespectful to your partner. You don't know how to be a good partner. And you don't have the relationship skills of an adult to be able to trust and respect and effectively communicate with your partner. You're controlling and psychotic and don't deserve a relationship. End video. Just so we're clear for future reference, I just made a rant video about jealousy and people being jealous in relationships. I'm very angry in that video for FCA Friday, which is going up, of course, on Friday. This video is going up on Thursday. So just so we're clear, my relationship with Doug is amazing. We didn't have any arguments recently. Nothing's wrong with us. That was just stuff that I saw on Facebook that made me mad. And it got to me. And I think some of it's because